everyone, welcome back to Four Teachers. In today's video we are going to take a trip down memory lane and have a look at some of the teaching and educational videos of the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, so these are all things that we would watch when we were at school, so we're going to put them up, see if you remember them as well. We're going to see, would you use them in your class now?
Yeah.
Would they still be useful?
The first one we're going to look at is called Words and Pictures, and it's like the magic pen or the magic pencil.
Yeah, I totally remember using it, but we would go to a special room, like the TV room, we'd all sit on the carpet in the dark. We'd watch it on the TV, and then we'd go back to the class, and then we'd like model the letters.
Up and over and flick. Top to bottom. Up and over and flick. It's quite calming.
It is very calming, and I think that is nice for handwriting to have some calming time to practice, but I don't know, I just feel like this is a lot of effort, and I feel like the TV company must have thought we've got green screen, we've got this giant pen that lights up. We're on to a winner here. Ryan
remembers this part. I don't really remember this part, so we'll just like have a little look. What was she? Would she just come on after the magic pencil?
I feel like, was she a Blue Peter presenter?
Everybody's going crazy. Let's have a bit of peace and quiet in the house. I'm making too much noise.
Oh.
Maybe we should find out if she's still around.
By around you mean like alive?
Alive.
She's now 56. Oh, she was in Doctor Who. Yeah, I knew she was Ace in the 80s. Yeah, she was in Doctor Who, and then she moved on to this.
Oh, Zap. We used to watch that.
Oh yeah, she was Minnie the Magician from Zap.
Cute. Okay, the next thing that we are going to have a look at is something that Ryan and I actually realised we both knew a while ago and kind of had like a bonding moment over. This is a TV show that I used to watch when I was in year 2 in the 90s, and it was called Through the Dragon's Eye. I have checked, and it is actually from the 80s,
yeah.
So that's why you know it as well.
Yeah, so it's part of a series called Look and Read, and pretty much our English lessons were just called Look and Read. All of our units of work were based on this, which is so funny. Like, as a teacher now, I think maybe the Look and Read came into schools and said, let's do look and read training, and we'll give you our resources. They're all on this new thing called VHS. I love this show. I can actually tell you the whole plot of Through the Dragon's Eye. Like, I remember it all.
Right, we'll put it on and then you can tell us.
Oh, everyone in my school would do this.
Oh, I bet that was so annoying for your teachers.
I love that sound. East or west? Did you not know the song?
Well, how old were you when you watched it?
About 6 or 7. So it starts off with these 3 kids who paint this mural on their school playground, but then suddenly it comes to life and they're transported into it.
Yeah, this looks like my primary school.
Oh, does it? Yeah, it's very British. So high tech. Look at that waterfall.
But I feel like this was high tech.
It was so good, yeah.
It was like such a big deal to be watching this and like part of this world.
So this dragon guy, he's called... What's he called?
Althor?
Gorwin.
Gorwin. Don't they lose pieces of like a puzzle?
Yeah, so there's some sort of weird shape. So you learn your shapes through this as well.
Oh, of course you do.
So you have to put the puzzle back together. So each episode they get a different part of the puzzle.
I'm liking it, but I'm wondering, like, I mean, you can do descriptions, but it's not really teaching you a huge amount, yeah?
It's a bit of a genre. It was like fantasy genre come to life. But yeah, we didn't really touch on like units and genre when I was little. I don't think that was part of what our teachers would plan for us. The Pelamots of Pelamar.
Do you think it's like phonics?
No, I think that's a lot of really tricky vocab.
It is, isn't it?
For a very young class.
Do you think there were children putting their hands up like, what's a Vita Corrigan?
How do you spell Vita Corrigan? You're like, I don't know, let me think through. Can you remember the scary bit?
Yeah, I'm kind of like nervous to put that on. Anyone who's watching this and actually is like maybe from the UK and remembers like 80s and 90s Through the Dragon's Eye, there's this terrifying creature. What's his name?
It's called Chan.
Oh. Let's just like look at Chan for a minute though, because he came in like,
scary.
Was he in like a puff of smoke? He appeared and then he had like lasers, and I remember I wanted to like enjoy the show, but I was like 6 or 7.
But it was so cute until this point. Like 6 episodes in, Chan arrived. It was so scary. So this girl, I remember, she's wearing this scarf, and he was creeping up to the house, and they were all panicked because he was like walking slowly. So on her scarf she knitted like, help, Chan.
I remember that.
And then she had to hold it up for Gorwin so he knew what was happening. It's just insane that she had the time to knit a scarf.
Morris is knitting a scarf for me. I'll show you. My new scarf. What do you think? Lovely.
Do you remember Magic E?
It looks
Mac
familiar.
becomes Meg. And Gam becomes Game. So instead of phonics, you teach them Magic E.
Right, I'll show you the one that I watched a few years later then.
Yeah.
I don't know if this might be a bit more 90s, like Ryan is a little bit older than me, so you might not remember this one, but this is a maths one that we used to watch called El Nombre. Did you watch it?
No, oh, I have seen it, yeah. Is it about numbers?
Yeah.
Was it to teach you Spanish on numbers, though?
It's cross-curricular. There was an after-school club I went to, and I remember it was like, so it's another BBC education one, but I remember thinking it was like, okay. I didn't mind if it was on, but I wasn't like enthused by it. But he teaches you numbers, like he teaches you to count. This was the whole
it's the same thing he's going to write it.
Yeah.
Oh. It's so funny though, because you know when you have kids even in year 5 that don't know the pen strokes and they don't know where to start, ideally with a number, and it's kind of like, well, maybe you just need some El Nombre so you can do it properly. El Nombre reminds me of the guy that we love on Go Noodle.
Oh, Maximo.
Maximo. Put Maximo.
This is something that Ryan has used in class in the past couple of years with students.
Yeah, so back in Manchester we did a unit all about like British wildlife, which obviously Farthing Wood is perfect for because it starts off with this little wood, Farthing Wood, where all these foxes, badgers, moles live. Humans come, they wreck it, they want to build it into a car park. So they have to travel and they're looking for this new home called White Deer Park.
You know it so well.
I know it. I just genuinely love it.
I think it's one of those that like, obviously like you could use in school each week, you could do an episode each week, but you have to jazz it up as a teacher. Like the learning isn't in there ready for you, is it?
Yeah, it's not like a scheme of work, but we talked about conservation, we talked about different animals and habitats and different things like that and life cycles, so it was really useful. But I think the thing that everyone remembers is a different creature will die every week. It's like more death than Game of Thrones. Like the rabbits get run over, the hedgehogs get knocked down, the pheasants get shot, the newts end up living in a swimming pool.
Yeah, they didn't like hold back with this one, did they? They're like killing another character off every single week.
I quote this all the time. So Tots TV was one where you could actually learn French because one of the characters was French. Can you remember?
As like in the Raggy Dolls. Claude.
Yes, Claude.
Claude.
So Tots TV was crazy because they lived in this house.
This.
Yeah, I didn't like. I don't like puppets because it seems a bit like puppets in the real world is a bit odd.
My mum probably quite liked this one. She just thought, I'll quickly put Tots TV on. But for me, it was really slow, not very eventful.
So basically, there's 3 Tots: Tilly, Tom, and Tiny. And Tilly's French, which just couldn't get my head round.
So you're learning French.
Oui.
I feel like teachers in the 80s and 90s probably wheeled the TV in and put this on. This is probably like a good wet play show.
Yeah, but I think this one was more just an after-school show. It wasn't a schooly one, necessarily.
Yeah. Anyway, okay. Let us know if you recognise any of those shows, if that's made you feel all nostalgic looking at Through the Dragon's Eye like we do. I'm using it wrong.
I'm feeling like I want to see some more, but I can't think of any more.
Yeah, so let us know in the comments if there's anything that you remember in particular that you'd like us to have a look at and respond to that we might remember from primary school.
Yeah, anything you remember, let's leave a comment and we'll try and get it.
See you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.